Welcome back, MLE, to our championship weekend, brought to you by APM Music. It's our second match of the night. We're hopping into the Academy League. We're running up the ladder. We got the Blizzard, we got the Rhinos, and with me on the desk for this match is Granicus. How you doing, bud?
Doing good. Excited to see what both these teams have to offer us here tonight for these grand finals.
Yeah, I got a great nugget before the game. Love me some juicy stats. This is the third time that we've had 2 1 seeds make it to the finals. And on top of that, it's been the Academy League every time. So we got the Rhinos coming out of the Orange Conference as the 1 seed, the Blizzard coming out of the Blue Conference as the blue team. These teams record-wise, 4 games apart in favor of the Rhinos.
Interesting.
So again, we got Omega Blaze for the Rhinos coming into this game at 27-8 in the regular season, Midget at 21-19. The obvious 2 players for their team. They love that lineup. They love to go to it. They love running it. And then on the Blizzard half, we got Venturi and we got Nasty Diamond, 2 players that not only a great part of this 2's team, a great part of their 3's team. So these guys have experience. They're not sitting around in these playoffs getting that 1 week bye. They've been grinding to get here, and they are ready to go. Grant.
Looking forward to getting these players on the field. I've seen all these players in action, whether it be in scrims, in houses, or even an ex-teammate like Nasty. All great players, looking to see what all these players have to offer to us. Because like you said, their stats for both teams are looking great. So this is going to look like it's going to be grand finals worthy. It might even be game 7 worthy. Might have just done a Caster's Curse, but we're just going to ignore that.
We just got out of a game 7 in the FL League with the Hurricanes taking that. But now we're in the Academy League, and the face-off goes nowhere. It goes to midfield for the Rhinos, getting possession here. Midget with a little bit of a miss, but Omega Blaze is going to take control of this ball. A great foot to start this match off, and a goal to boot.
Here, starting us off right off the bat, Omega, great little flick just to get it high enough to get it past Nasty. Nasty was close, but wasn't able to get up in time. And like you said, the Rhinos take the early lead just under 10 seconds in.
Yeah, we saw a lot of early goals before in the series before this. But here we go, Nasty Diamond with some mechanics of his own off the ceiling. The Rhinos going to clear this one out. Omega Blaze takes possession here. He loves to slow this play down. Nasty Diamond with a great turn. It's going the other way. It's not going to quite be in. Midget opting for control here. Gets a great flick around 1. But Venturi there to receive. Up the back wall. Omega Blaze with a miss. And Midget's in a little bit of an awkward position here. And Nasty Diamond buries it top corner with a high-flying play.
A great shot coming in. Great pass from Venturi. Able to pop it up. And Nasty able to get up just high enough to bury it into the top left of the net. And now we're evened up 1-1.
Yeah, not even a minute into this game, they tie it back up. It's one of the most important things you can do in Rocket League is to get that goal back early as Omega Blaze opts to get one ahead again. And Midget with a great clear back onto the Blizzard half. It's going to be a pass at the midfield. Omega just a little bit too far forward, and the Blizzard going to have an opportunity to open net, but they just get too much pressure and can't quite get it in the center. Omega Blaze with a great touch off the back wall. He's going to have control here and a good tank of boost to work with. Gets the air dribble over 1. It's 1 hopping in. The fake works.
What a shot coming up from Omega. Able to just to take it down and able to get that little bit of a double jump pop. Able to send it over Venturi and able to give the Rhinos the lead once again.
Yeah, 2-1 a minute into this game. And we're seeing a lot of action out of both these teams. We know that they can fly. Nasty Diamond's loving these aerial plays while Omega's loving these ground plays. And as I say that, he gets a chip off the shot from Nasty, and it's just going to roll the other way all the way down the field and give the Rhinos a 2-goal lead.
Great shot coming up from Omega. It looked like Venturi might have been up a little too far. And with that touch from Omega, gave it just enough speed to get it all the way down into the Blizzard's net, increasing their lead.
Yeah, it's a tough decision to make in 2s, whether you want to dive a little bit forward and keep the pressure up from your team. Is Nasty Diamond with a great bump on the back wall, and Venturi almost connects. Nasty Diamond with another shot towards the net. It's posting out. Midget with a great save on the goal line to clear it out. Again, it's just, we were talking about it earlier. you trying to make these decisions whether you want to dive and keep the pressure on, or if you want to play a little bit safer in this first game and try and feel the other team out.
Yeah, and even like both teams now, we're kind of slowing it down just a little bit, kind of just going back and forth at the moment. Both teams getting shots, but the other team able to get back just in time. The shot opportunity coming in from the Blizzards, but gets blocked. Puts just wide. Midget with the new shoulder, able to come in, able to take it into the corner with the touch from Nasty. And the Blizzards looking to get the clear. That's to say that Omega with the shot to the top right gets missed, blocked by Venturi. Close chances once again. Nasty looking to turn the tables with the counter attack. Might be able to get the double tap, and he is on the outside of the net. And the Blizzards starting to close the gap.
Yeah, get it down to 1 goal, and if I'm the Rhinos, I have to be scared of Nasty Diamond in the air. His name is Nasty for a reason. That was disgusting off the back wall. What a double tap and what an angle. The boost control by Nasty Diamond there is not to go unmentioned as he takes us on a ride again. He tries to get the air carry, but it's not quite enough. Omega Blaze is going to take this ball. We got a double commit off the Blizzard here, but Midget's going to control this. He's going to take his time, realizes Omega needs to grab some boost. Here we go, 2v1 the other way for the Blizzard. Nasty Diamond in the air. It's a scary thought, but Omega shuts it down and takes us the other way.
And Blizzard's kind of stuck in their own corner, trying to get rid of it. Great 50 coming out from Nasty. Might have to do it once again with Omega immediately there for the shot opportunity. Nasty a little awkward in the corner, able to put it to the wall. Midget able to meet it though, and able to send it down the court with Omega with control. Double commit coming out from the Blizzards. It's an open net for Midget to work with, and he sends it just wide of the net. Everybody who has played Rocket League knows that feeling. The pressure of an open net is one of the worst things that can happen in this game.
Yeah, you talk about the pressure of an open net, and let's talk about adding the pressure that you're in a championship match. There's nothing left after this game. There's nothing more to play for other than the championship title for your franchise. You have to like get some nerves of steel going here. You have to bury those when they're presented to you. I mean, that was a slow roller in front of the net, but the Rhinos still have a 1-goal lead, so he's got a little bit to work with. Midget's in the corner, gets it around both players. Omega Blaze, he says, I'll bury the open nets for you if you give them to me. The Rhinos with a 2-goal lead.
Midget, great spot in the corner, able to put it just off the corner, popping it towards the mid and leaving Omega with a decent open net to work with, and able just to bury it, increasing the lead of the Rhinos to 2 once again.
Oh, here we go the other way, and a great stop by Omega Blaze to snuff out the chance of an open net for the Blizzard, who were in fact putting that ball between the goalposts. So here we go back the other way. Venturi off the spawn, gets a good pass out. Midget's on the retreat. Nasty Diamond is on the attack. Gets the ball in the corner. He's gonna opt to go for a wall pass here. He's looking for his teammate in the mid. Gets a great touch over 1, gets it over 2, but it's still too wide. Another pass to mid, but Omega snuffs it out, and we go the other way.
Right now, Venturi in the corner, trying to get it to mid, just barely misses. A great bump, though, on, looks like Midget at the moment. Nasty a little awkward, trying to slow down the counter coming in from Blaze. Midget able to get the touch, send it into the corner. Might be able to get another, but met by Nasty. Omega able to put it into the middle, met by Venturi. Able to get a nice little clear down, kind of giving the Blizzard a little bit of time to reset. But as I say that, Midget already on the counter, looking to take a shot just wide of the net. Nasty a little awkward, able to recover. Omega doesn't go for it. A little bit of a double commit. Just under 5 seconds as we count down. Ball goes in, and that definitely will settle this game as the Rhinos take it 5-2. We still have a second left, but
maybe get a lucky kickoff goal here for the Blizzard. Keep it up in the air. Try to get some momentum going into game 2 here. And some good respect by Omega Blaze there, seeing that Midget gets the ball on net, nobody's home for him, and he opts to just let the ball roll in, get his teammate a goal, say, hey, good goal, man, good positioning, and get him some stats on the board. So we're done with game 1 here. The Rhinos take it in a pretty convincing fashion here, Grant.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Even just looking here at the stat, like the Rhinos had 11 shots as compared to the Blizzard 6, but we definitely kind of saw it, even though for a while, I think it was about halfway through the game, we kind of just saw like a little bit of like the goal scoring, like momentum from both sides just slowed down, and it kind of just went back and forth. But in the long run, Rhinos starting off the series with a great lead.
Yeah, it's good to come out swinging in the first game, get a pretty commanding 5-2 victory. You take one home early. I love the play out of the Rhinos here. You have 4 goals from Omega Blaze. He loves to be on the ball. He loves to have the game in his hands. And what with Midget just supporting him in the background, it seems like Midget loves to take that role, just loves to be the support player. Hey, pass the ball, take a 50. And on the other side, you got Venturi with 3 huge saves for the Blizzard, and Nasty Diamond all 6 shots for them. So it looks like that's the kind of the play for them. We got 1 defensive player on each team. We got 1 offensive player on each team. So let's see if they shake that up a little bit here going into game 2 on Neo Tokyo.
And even just looking back, like Nasty, definitely one of the ones, especially on the offensive, like you said, from that last game, especially with that double tap goal just outside the net, looking to see what Nasty can do here in this game as well. And right now, Rhino's already off to a great start, have an open net to work with, and Omega able to bury it, starting us off early once again with the Rhinos leading.
Yeah, showing us how it's done. We talked about it in game 1. It's championship weekend here at MLE. You have to bury these open nets when they're handed to you on a silver platter like that. And Omega shows us just that 15 seconds into the game, or 14 if you want to be exact. And another great face-off here. These face-offs, Grant, we've seen a couple of them so far in these games, but a lot of them are extremely easy. Or even, sorry, not easy.
Oh, most definitely. Literally, that could be a big part when it comes to twos. It's just literally that kick off. It could define whether it can be in your favor or the other team's favor, and if you have an open net to work with like Venturi does, but Venturi doesn't have the boost to get to the ball, and Midget able to put it back into the corner. Midget using that new shoulder once again, trying to get control, trying to take it up. But Nasty almost able to get, it looked like he was going for a flip reset at that moment. Venturi, though, able to get the save, able to put it just outside of the net. Omega, interesting touch. Able to put it to mid, though. Great opportunity coming out from Midget. Wasn't able to get up in time. Nasty going for another double. Is able to do it again.
Again, he shows us why his name is Nasty Diamond. Again, with the nastiest of double touches. He ties the game up 1-1 with another disgusting double tap off the back wall. And again, to get this goal back relatively quickly is huge for the Blizzard here. If you're the Rhinos, you have to be scared of Nasty Diamond in the air. You got to get up early and challenges. Omega almost gets a double tap of his own, but Venturi snuffs it out and takes the ball the other way. Midget with a great retreat here. Gets the ball off his back wall, but Nasty Diamond with a pass out the mid. Venturi's up. Omega Boy shuts it down. And here we go off the sidewall again. Grant, I love the play out of these, and I love the 2 completely different offensive play styles we got here. Nasty's in the air, and Omega is on the ground.
Almost definitely. Even just looking back at the last game, including this one though, like Omega was able to get a lot of the goals for the Rhinos, but a lot of them were just on the ground, but they were enough and were great work when it came to the ground. I almost said footwork, but I don't know if that would transfer that well over to Rocket League as much as it would in actual football, but it still works out. And then on top of that, we just saw Nasty do it again, an insane and a insanely nasty double tap. Midget, though, might be looking to do the same with a great 50. Oh, and Nasty just barely missed it. Venturi missed it. Ball's in a bit of an awkward spot, but Omega able to come out with control and might be looking to do some more of that groundwork once again. Venturi able to get control and taking it down and might look for a goal. Gets 50'd instead, and Omega able to get the clear, sending it back down.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of misdirection out of these players. They're diving for these challenges. We're going to get another shot on an open net and a great touch by Nasty. Just wide, though, but Venturi there to bury it home for the Blizzard. Again, great misdirection by Nasty Diamond here. He gets the chip. It's almost on net, but it's a post and straight out. Venturi with great positioning here to just kind of drive behind the ball. And again, if you get an open net opportunity in a championship series, you have to bury it, and Venturi does to give the Blizzard a 2-1 lead.
Yeah, and if I'm not mistaken, I think this might be the Blizzard's first real lead that they've had, and I think this whole series so far. That just goes to show you. We were just talking about Venturi being more of like the defensive. Both sides have the offensive and defensive, and Venturi just one on the offensive. but especially in doubles, it was a good spot for Venturi to be in, able to take advantage of that open net, just sneaking it behind the Rhinos. And Nasty looking to do a dunk, and is almost able to dunk Omega Blaze. Still able to get the 50. A little bit of an awkward spot. Midget able to get the 50, send it to the opposing side. Nasty scooting a little far back so Venturi can get control. Omega, though, might be able to take it, but Nasty able to get the clear, met by Midget in the midfield.
Yeah, Nasty's got a real knack for positioning on these turnarounds and quick turns, these cuts and rotation. He's getting these short little chips, but falling off the ball after he does it to regain control off the awkward touch that the Rhino player might be going for a 50 here. You get Venturi with a carry off the wall of his own, but he doesn't quite connect with the ball. Nasty opting to play slow here. Smart play, but it's not enough. And Midget with another open net opportunity. It's off the post, and Omega was diving for what seemed like a demo there. But Midget can't quite hit the goalpost. Nasty diamonds up with a pass midfield, but he can't connect either. And we're going to the corner of the Rhinos. Grid 50 is going to be in the Blizzard favor. And a dunk, it's not quite enough, and Omega's there to receive the ball. He's going to have an opportunity to dribble here. Gets a massive flick over Nasty. Diamond, and it's going to be enough. A huge flick has Nasty on the retreat. He can't make the save going back towards his own net, and the Rhinos have tied this game up with 45 to play.
Yeah, you got Nasty on the Blizzards with that great aerial and those double tap capabilities. Omega, we kind of saw it a little bit there in game one, but Nasty proving his groundwork game right now. Able to get that flick over Nasty, just basically putting Nasty out of position and giving the Rhinos an open net to work with. And Nasty tried to go for a doomsy. Wasn't able to put it in with the save coming out from Midget. And right now, Omega back on the offensive, but met by Nasty. Venturi trying to get control, is able to do so, able to get it past Midget as well, and able to pick up that mid 100 boost. Can work out for him. Nasty able to get the bump, but Omega still able to recover and able to try to go on the counter, and is able to do so.
It's going to be a big play here, but Venturi with a massive demo on the retreat. A great clear out. Nasty with another opportunity here. It's what's scary with 5 seconds on the clock. He can't connect, but Venturi can, and he buries it. Nasty with a great double tap pass off the back wall, and Venturi with amazing positioning here to get up quick and bury it right underneath the crossbar.
Indeed, what a shot opportunity coming in from Nasty. Almost able to get the double tap once again. But instead of a double tap goal, it was a double tap pass, and Venturi able to be in the perfect spot to keep it in. Right now, the Rhinos trying to keep it alive. They try to take us into overtime, but Venturi gets a small bump on Omega. And with that, Blizzard take game number 2.
Yeah, it's a great play by Venturi there. It's not always a demo that's successful for your plays. It's just a small little bump there. And he gets it enough to get Omega off the ball with 0 seconds on the clock and let that ball fall to the ground.
And even not, as compared to the first game, Blizzard's coming out here, it looks like even more on the offensive pressure almost, it looks like, with those 11 shots as compared to the 4 coming out from the Rhinos. But you could definitely tell that we saw that a lot more this game. Especially Venturi on the Blizzards had the most shots in the whole entire lobby. And last game, he didn't have any shots. So Venturi definitely stepped up on that offensive as well as that defensive.
Yeah, it's a flip of the script here. The Blizzard coming out, like you said, 11 shots this game, while the Rhinos came out with 11 the first game. So 11 might be the magic number here to win a game with tons of offensive pressure here from the Blizzard. Midget, I think he needs to get a little bit more involved. He's playing a little bit too passive. Omega wasn't quite getting the support he needed to get these flicks. He needs Midget either trying to get a bump, playing a little bit farther back on the retreat. But the Blizzard, again, Nasty Diamond in the air is a spectacle right now. I mean, this guy is unbelievable when he chips the ball to himself.
Like Venturi, even with Nasty, with that last goal that they had that gave them the dub in that in game 2, Nasty almost was able to get the double tap once again, but instead of turning it into a shot, he turns it into a pass, and Venturi in the perfect spot for it. So right now, the team chemistry coming out from the Blizzards is strong. Great demo coming up from Venturi. Just a little wide. Right now, Omega only one in front of the net, able to get the save. It's in the corner, and Nasty able to meet it. Has only 10 boosts to work with, tries to get a pass, sends it to the roof of the field. Now Omega able to get it over Venturi. It might just be a little wide, might roll in. No, just outside of the post. Venturi trying to get the clear, wasn't able to, falls to Nasty. Nasty trying to go for a 50, is able to do so. Back pass to Venturi. Venturi able to get the shot, since it just high, might be able to put it back in, but a save coming out from Midget as he's able to send it into the corner. Blizzards now going back to back shots and back to back saves coming out from the Rhinos.
Hey, you got 4 saves so far for the Rhinos and 4 shots for the Blizzard. And man, they are loving these passing plays as we get an opportunity here for the Rhinos. The Blizzard loving this 1-2 punch here from Nasty Diamond off the back wall, out of the corner, wherever on the Rhinos half, as he takes a shot towards net post and in. It's not quite a pass by Venturi. It's a little bit of a 50 here. It's up in the air, and Nasty with a great turn off that corner boost. Great placement of a shot top corner.
Great pass coming in, and Nasty able to get up just in time, air roll just a little bit, so he's able to position himself in the perfect spot to put it into that left side just enough that there probably was only a pixel in between that ball and that post.
Yeah, and here we go. Nasty's gonna opt to go for the bump here. He's gonna make Omega jump. Is it enough? Holy smokes, Omega on the recovery, and it's going the other way. I can't quite tell from my angle, but it's in. Omega plays with an unreal defensive stop for the Rhinos, and he turns it around. Again, we try to nail this home, and the pun is intended. You have to be made of steel in these championships, and you have to bury open nets when they come your way.
And Omega once again proving how good his groundwork is in this game. We've seen it time and time again. He's able to come out and able to, whether it be a flick, a dribble, or even just a little bit of a pop with the double jump, he's able to bury it into the back of the net when it comes to the ground. Nasty, though, on the opposite side of that spectrum, going for those double taps and is almost able to get a doomsday, but didn't have enough boost, and a little bit of a double commit coming out from the Rhinos for that save. But it is enough, and a great demo from Omega, kind of slowing down the Blizzard's offensive. But as I say, that Nasty's able to be there, met by Venturi. Venturi sending just wide of the net. Omega just misses. Midget with 0 boost, though, and goes for the mid boost and lets the ball bounce. Might try to go for an aerial, but it's met by Nasty, and Nasty sends it over to the left side of the field.
Yeah, you have to get Nasty under control off the wall. I mean, it seems like every time the ball is high in the air, the first person there, the first person with control is Nasty Diamond, and that is not what you want to see if you're a Rhinos player. Omega Blaze needs to start getting this ball a little bit under control on the ground as Venturi makes a great 50 here. Midget with a great stop to get it into his corner. He's going to let Omega run with it. Oh, he goes to leave the ball, gets the bump, but he fakes him out enough. Almost passes it to Nasty Diamond. And here we go off the sidewall. Back to Venturi. Clears it out, but it's not very hard. Midget with his new shoulder gets the ball to the corner. Nasty Diamond's able to receive a massive dunk. It's going to be enough. Omega Blaze secures the goal for the Rhinos to give them a 1-goal lead here with 1:54 to play.
A great 50 coming up from Midget, able to use that new shoulder to charge into that corner, deny Nasty of getting that clear, and able to put it into the middle, and Omega able to be in the perfect spot to bury it into the back of the net.
Absolutely, and here we go again. The Blizzard back on their own half, but it's Nasty Diamond off the sidewall, the player you want to be there. Midget there to receive, but Nasty with another great touch. He just knows how to play this ball high. He loves being up in the air, and that's just where he's comfortable, so he's going to opt to stay there. Off the back of his net, going for a little bit of a squishy save, kind of puts him out of position, and Midget gets his opportunity to get it all back and buries an open net here for the Rhinos to give him a 2-goal lead.
And we were just talking about, I think it was Midget. We've kind of seen him more on the defensive, not really being on the defensive. And after we talk about that, he comes out and is able to get a goal, increasing the Rhinos' lead to 3. And now they're up by 2. Blizzard have just under 1.5 minutes to regain control of the ball and try to get a couple more goals to at least take us into overtime. But right now, with the Rhinos that they're dealing with, kind of almost what we saw in Game 1, these Rhinos are a force to be reckoned with.
Go back the other way. Venturi on the retreat. Gets a great touch and a great boost deal here, but he gets demoed for his effort. Midget with a great shot towards net, and Omega looking for a demo, but nobody's home. Nasty already up in the air, and he takes a shot the other way. Venturi putting pressure on him, and he gets it to the sidewall high. He's going to be able to get control of it here. It's where he's comfortable. Gets 2 Blizzard players to go. It's on net. Midget's got to make a tough decision here, and he does. And a great save off that. An unbelievable mental play here by Midget. Not only is his shoulder new and refreshed, his brain is too. That's an unbelievable decision by him to not touch that ball in the retreat and get the ball on the way out and get up for a 50 there. Now he's got the Rhinos in a great position back into the Blizzard half.
And you're just going back to Midget being on that defensive, able to take. Even watching Midget's POV in that, I honestly thought it was going in at that point. It was that close. And Midget, once again, coming out with those saves, able to get him, make sure that they keep this lead, not giving the Blizzards much hope as we're in the final 10 seconds. Nasty looking to do something, met by Midget instead. Midget over in the corner with Venturi. Nasty able to get the clear. They have to bury this now, but Omega able to get the touch and kills the ball in the midfield. And the Rhinos take game number 3, making the series 2-1 in favor of the Rhinos.
Yeah, we got 4 saves each for each Rhino player. Midget with 2 epic saves there, and I'm pretty sure we saw both of them there towards the end of the game. That one that was right below the crossbar that he got at the last second. Unbelievable. I love this new play out of the Rhinos that they found in this most recent game. Midget's able to play back on defense, but if he gets stuck in that offensive position where he might not be as comfortable as Omega Blaze, he knows how to get a 50, and he's starting to find out where he's comfortable, and he knows how to place these 50 so Omega can get control of that ball and get these massive flicks we've seen out of him.
Yeah, it's like time after time. Like I even mentioned it, I think in this game, Omega showing up with those groundwork plays. A lot. We haven't really seen him in the air that much, but when he is on the ground, he is a force to be reckoned with. And then you have Nasty even on the Blizzards, who is the exact opposite of that, able to be up in the air. And whenever Nasty is in the air, something nasty is about to happen.
Yeah, and let's take a step back before we start this game on the new Utopia Coliseum. Something I noticed right before we cut away from it, the Rhinos with 3 shots and 3 goals. They had 2 for one player and 1 for the other, and all 3 of those went in. Blizzards with 0 save there. So if you're the Blizzard, you have to get a little bit more rock solid on defense. They're getting the plays in the corner, and they're getting them out from the corner, just like Venturi is here to start our game off. It's going towards the net, but Nasty Diamond with a great play here. It's not going to register as a save. But when the ball's in front of the net and is getting registered as a shot, the Blizzard aren't there to make that play.
Yeah, we got Venturi trying to get it out of the corner, but was kind of in a little bit of an awkward spot with Midget able to be there. Midget trying to get the 50, wasn't the one that they were looking for. Nasty able to get a chance to shoot, was just one, and Omega tried to read it. Instead, accidentally put it in with a double tap, it looks like, off of his own goal.
Yeah, it's just it's a tough play to read there. You see the ball coming towards your net, you might have the quick eyes to see that shot counter coming in, and you go, oh no, it's a shot, I gotta get this ball. And unfortunately that time it just wasn't the right play, as we see a double demo there, and it's Nasty up in the air again. But Midget gets control of this. Let's see if he has a flick like his partner Omega. Gets a great 50 out to Omega, who takes it high. It's gonna roll straight down here in front of the net, but Nasty with a great back wall read to clear it out for the Blizzard.
Indeed, and Blizzard right now trying to get it out of their side of the field. Able to do so. Venturi goes for the fake, but Omega, though, able to get control, able to send it back into the Blizzard's corner. Has an open net to work with, but wasn't able to get to the ball in time, and it rolls back into the other corner. Midget tried to put it into the center, or in front of the net, might I say, but sent it just a little too far out. Nasty with a shot opportunity. Omega almost doing the same thing again. Would have been a little bit of an awkward spot. Venturi might go for a bump, but just misses Omega barely. Omega just gets a little bit of a mistouch, and now Nasty able to get a 50 met to Venturi. And Venturi able to put it over to the wall and has a lot of time to work with right now. As I say that, Omega able to push it, keeping that pressure going. Rhinos right now trying to at least equalize the game. But right now, just kind of going back and forth. Seems like things have slowed down a little bit, but Nasty almost able to give himself a great touch.
Gonna be a great chance from Omega. Nasty can't quite get a hold of it. He doesn't have enough boost to get underneath. Then Omega with a great touch off his own sidewall here. Full speed ahead and just sends it with great accuracy here. I was just about to start talking about how the Blizzard have seemingly found a way to get the roles flipped on the Rhinos, where they're attacking when Omega's back. and they're defending when Midget's on the offense. So they're trying to find this way to flip the Rhinos players and make sure they can have Midget not on that back line because they know what he's capable of, and get Omega in these awkward positions. We saw the unfortunate own goal out of Omega, but here goes Midget with an air carry, opting to go for a bump, gets the misdirection on Venturi. Omega can't quite bury it. Midget can't quite get the backflip to get in the net. We're going to still have an opportunity here. Venturi's going to get a great touch, but he's low on boost. Midget collecting every small pad on planet Earth. He goes for the bump, but doesn't connect. Venturi gets bumped for his efforts, and Omega's going to be able to control this ball. Great 50 out from Omega. We're going back the other way. Omega with the shot, keeps it low, but Venturi's just solid positioning in net here.
Midget able to put it towards mid. Nasty a little awkward. Omega just barely misses it. Venturi able to put it into the corner, giving control over to Nasty, but immediately met by Omega for the 50. And now Midget able to get a shot. It might be top right. Benz just hits the crossbar and it bounces down. And Omega able to get a nice little tap on the ball just to send it into the top left of the net.
Midget with an almost unbelievable shot there. I didn't even realize how close that was to going in. But Omega getting a redemption for that 50 that he almost dunked into the net earlier, giving the Rhinos another 1-goal lead here. But Venturi with the delayed faceoff here. We're going to have an opportunity for the Rhino. Omega opts to leave it for his teammate. Let the Blizzard control here. It's going to go around 1v1, Midget versus Diamond. Goes for the bump, but doesn't connect. It's up the sidewall. Who's going to win the 50? Oh, Midget with a huge bump. He leaves the ball and opts for player. And now we're going to have a great opportunity for the Rhinos, but it's snuffed out by Venturi. We're going back the other way. Again, Midget versus Nasty Diamond here. And I talked about it a little bit earlier. Grant, they're trying to get Omega on the back line. They don't want anything to do with it. And here we go. Midget with an open net opportunity. He redeems himself here and gets it home. It's a slow roller. It's still nerve-wracking because you hear players behind you, but he gets the job done.
Able just to be there, just to make sure that it doesn't go up the post, want to make sure that it goes into the back of the net. We saw this goal deficit even in the last game, but the Blizzard still have a decent amount of time to work with. Some may not think it's a lot, but with Nasty on your team, it could be enough. Nasty was almost able to get the touch and able to put it into the net, but just like that, the Rhinos are back on the counter attack. And they say that the Blizzard able to immediately swap it. Venturi going for an aerial. Nasty couldn't really tell if Nasty was trying to go for a demo or a bump at that moment, but Nasty almost able to get the slight touch, but Omega able to clear it over into the corner.
Yeah, that's a great shot there by Nasty, but a better save by Omega, and there's the ground play we've come to know and love. Omega plays a good catch, gets the ball to the ground, keeps it flat, and gets a great power slide cut there to just get it dead center of that net.
It was just a great touch. Was able to get just a slight touch and just needed one more. I was able to flip into it to give it enough speed to get it past Nasty. And a team play coming out from the Rhinos, from Midget, from the corner, able to put it in front of the net. And Omega able to get there just before Nasty is able to, and able to bury it, increasing their score to 5. And now there's a 4-goal deficit with just about 40 seconds left here in Game 4.
Yeah, you're going to need to get 2 face-off goals quick to have any sort of opportunity here if you're the Blizzard. If not, you're going to want to try and bury one quick and get some momentum on your side, get the last goal in this game to go into the next game, you know what I mean, with that momentum in your favor. Nasty Diamond can also do that by getting amazing saves like that. Omega Blaze up in the air. He's starting to try and take control of this game. He's changing his play style a little bit, and he's opting to get some aerial plays here in the end. Venturi, great pass out to mid. Omega misses the bump here, but Midget's on the back line, ready to make the save. 10 seconds left on the clock. Grant, what are we looking like the Blizzard need to do in this next game?
It just kind of seems like they've been more on the defensive, kind of struggling a little bit with trying to get those, like, I don't know whether to say an open net exactly, but just able to get that offensive pressure and that counterattack especially, because we saw that a lot from the Rhinos. When the Blizzard were on that offensive, Omega and Midget were both able to be in the right spots to be able to get control of the ball and take it right back to the Blizzard's net. Just able to work on that counterattack might be exactly what the Blizzard need they'd be able to do so, because you can even see their defensive game. They had 5 saves, but that's only 5 saves as compared to the shots from the Rhinos, which was 14.
Yeah, that's a lot of shots.
Which is the most shots we've seen for the game so far in this series. The most we've seen is 11, but now it's 14.
Yeah, and the Blizzard here still putting on great pressure with 7 shots of their own to boot, only 1 goal on it though. I like what they are trying to do, where they're getting Omega out of position here on the back line and try to get Midget off in offense and never land by himself. But they got to get back on these team plays we saw in game 3, where they're getting these passes out of the corner, Nasty and Venturi just burying them home. It's what their bread and butter seem to be. It's what they love to do. So we need to see them get these team plays on, but they also have to be smart enough to know that these Rhino players are starting to increasingly bury these opportunities if they're presented with an open net. Midget, we've now seen with 2 of his own. So if he's presented now, you got to assume he's going to bury it. So you have to be careful on your dives and know when to go.
Yeah, and already off the bat, Omega looking to switch up his game a little bit with looked like a chance for a doomsday, but Nasty now immediately turning it around, almost able to bury it, but met by Midget instead, able to put it into the corner. Venturi now able to put it into the middle, and Nasty able to be there. Great passing play coming out from the Blizzard.
Yep, it's what we just talked about. The Blizzard have to get this passing play. It's a little bit different than we thought. It was Venturi to Nasty, but we know that Nasty has that accuracy. So we know if he's got that opportunity to pass, or he's got that pass coming to him, he's got the opportunity to shoot and score, he will. So you have to be careful though, because if you dive a little bit too deep, you're going to be giving the Rhinos an opportunity like that. And Omega Blaze has been putting those home all day, but a great save by Nasty. And Omega with a shot of his own. Nasty off the back wall gets a great save, but Midget's still there to put it back towards the net. Nasty misses. Venturi's going to get the ball cleared, but Midget gets his boost to go. Omega gets gets beat on his 50 there. Great 50 by Venturi. Midget's there on the back post. They're a little bit too slow on the breakout. Seems like Nasty's trying to get that ball slowed down so he can get it back up into the air, but Midget can't quite connect on the shot here. We're going back to the Rhinos half.
You know, the great 50 coming out from Omega. It kind of goes into the middle, still in front of the net, which is dangerous, with a great bump from Nasty, able to put Midget out of the way. And right there, we're kind of seeing what we were talking about, the Blizzard to kind of slow down a bit on. Nasty tried to go for that shot while Venturi was still in the middle of the net, which is a great idea, but it went up against him at that moment. This is 2s. They don't have a third one back to be able to defend that, and that just gave Omega and the Rhinos an open net to work with, and now we're tied up 1-1.
Yeah, and if you want to look at this open net and realize how hard these plays are, if you have your audio turned up, which if you're hearing us, you do, you can hear all 3 other players on the field. Boost is chasing Omega down, who's starving. The man has 0 boost in his tank. He's trying to get anywhere near the ball to flip towards it and just try to get it back towards the net. He's sweating the whole time. But here we go. He gets another chip. Is it enough? It is. A great catch off the back wall misplay of the Blizzard. He gets the catch and buries it bottom corner.
Nasty looked like he was trying to go for like a wall to air dribble, trying to be able to clear it, but wasn't able to get the touch that he was looking for coming off the wall. Omega in the perfect spot, like you said, able to catch it, able to take their time and just dribble it into the net, increasing their lead and now giving them the lead as well here in Game 5.
A great save by Midget there. And not only is this a Game 5, it's match point for the Rhinos. We haven't mentioned that yet. You know what I mean? The series is so close so far as a whole, you kind of forget where we are. But this is match point for the Rhinos. They're playing for the championship right now. They're on Game 3. They're on match point. They got a lot of lives to work with. And Omega's going to get another shot, but Nasty's there. He gets demoed for his efforts. Omega with a great boost steal. Leaves the ball for Midget. Midget can't quite get the ball in net, but Venturi's there to read it. It's a great flick by Omega. Omega's left out to dry. We got a 1v2 going the other way, and Nasty ready for the pass. Can't quite get it, but the pass is off the sidewall, and Nasty buries it, almost saved by Midget. An unbelievable play here by the Blizzard to tie the game back up.
Yeah, starting to see that a lot. Like we started off, like right now the Blizzard are getting those passing plays, which is definitely useful for them against this offensive and defense of the Rhinos. Rhinos good in both sorts of the game. But right now, the one thing that they're struggling to go up against is the Blizzard's chemistry as in their passing plays. That has been their goal so far this game, especially recently, able to get those great touches from either Nasty or Venturi, and they're able to get that touch, send it just out of reach of all the Rhinos players, and the other of the Blizzard is able to be there and able to bury it into the net. Nasty looking to do it once again, but gets saved by Midget, and Venturi able to put it into the corner with Blaze able to get the clear.
Yeah, you're talking about how good. Oh my goodness! What the heck just had a great touch by Omega Blaze here. The fireworks show for how good that shot was. We see demos left, right, center after the play. But man, does Omega make an unbelievable touch here to get the Rhinos up 1 with 2 minutes left on the clock.
And Omega doing that same type of shot once again. It happened in a previous game, and I think it was on Nasty as well once again, where they were Omega was able to get that touch, keeping it just close enough that he was able to flip into it, giving it more of that extra speed that they needed to be able to keep it out of reach of Nasty or Venturi, able to bury it. Looks like we might have a demo play coming up from Midget. Midget not able to connect, and Omega sending it just high off the backboard. And a great 50 from Omega goes over to Midget. Venturi now trying to put it on target, but sends it into the corner, and Midget now able to take control, tries to get the 50, wasn't able to get it in time. Nasty has an open net to work with, isn't able to turn it around, but gets an insane flick, but met by Midget. Venturi trying to center it, wasn't able to do so, with Midget able to be there to get the touch. Blizzard right now trying to keep that pressure building. A great bump from Nasty, and Venturi able to capitalize on it, putting it top right, just out of reach of Midget.
Yeah, it's a great play here by Nasty to get the bump, but a better shot by Venturi posting in. I was gonna comment on how the Blizzard have to be careful here. You're trying to tie this game up with not a lot of time left on the clock. You have this unbelievable pressure going in your favor. You're getting these passes, you're getting the opportunities, but the one time you dive too far could be the time that ends your season. But they get the job done with a great passing and a great bump play at a Nasty Diamond. It's gonna be a great pass to midfield by Omega. It's snuffed out by Venturi, but Midget's still there. The Rhinos with some pressure of their own. Nasty Diamond and Venturi up. It's a little bit of a double commit. Omega's there. The shot's on, but Nasty with a great save off the post. It's out. Midget's going to be there to receive. Venturi with a great chip over 1. Is he going to get it around 2? He does, but Omega gets the turnaround and gets the ball to the sidewall. It's going up high. We're going down, back down. It's a little bit awkward. Nasty Diamond gets the ball to the back wall. It's a dangerous spot to be, but a 1v1 going the other way. You want Omega to be in this position, but Venturi with a great save. It's the player you also want to be on your defense if you're the Blizzard.
Indeed, right now, Omega was almost able to get the touch. But right now, the Blizzard just trying to make sure that they at least can take us into overtime for this match point. But Midget might have other ideas, but wasn't able to get it past Venturi. Nasty able to get a boom, might be dangerous just off the post and get sent back into the corner. Venturi trying to able to put it back into the mid, but it hits the ground before it reaches Nasty. And we are in overtime here in Game 5.
Yeah, if you're... hold on, let's see where this ball goes. It's a great shot by Venturi, but it's wide. Is Nasty Diamond there to receive? He is! He buries it. Game 5 to take us to Game 6. He keeps the Blizzard alive.
A great pass coming up from Venturi, able to send it just outside of the post, able to put it in front of the net, and Nasty able to be there. Both of the Rhinos tried to go for the little midfield challenge earlier before Venturi was able to get that pass, but it didn't really work out for them in the long run. But to be honest, that was a close game for a match point. Now we're going to go to Game 6.
Yeah, you got 8 shots. Omega, the only guy getting shots registered here for the Rhinos. The end of that game, if you're Omega, you have to be sweating where Nasty puts that shot just off the post and it wasn't quite enough to go in. That game could have very well ended in regulation. The Rhinos with a little bit of a defensive blunder there at the end. But we know they have the offensive prowess. They have 2 lives left. 1 more life to go to a tie series at 3-3. So if you're the Rhinos, you got a little bit of room to breathe, but the Blizzard win that game. They now have the momentum in their favor. They've seen that these passing plays work. As you see, 100% goal participation from the Blizzard. Venturi with 3 assists to his name. So this guy is getting the ball out of the corner to Nasty, who we know can bury the ball home.
Oh, like very much. We've already seen Nasty, especially at the beginning of the series, was able to go back to back with those double taps in the air. We haven't really seen that from him recently. But instead of him getting the solo play double taps, we've seen Venturi and Nasty getting those insane passing plays, able to get a touch just right to keep it out of the reach of the Rhinos, being able to give them that goal that they need to keep alive, and already starting off with the ball on the Rhinos half.
Yeah, I think the team that scores first in this game is going to be the team to take it. There's a lot of nerves here. Again, the Blizzard still on match point here in Game 5. Game 6. Excuse me. But again, if you're the Rhinos, you got a little bit of breathing room, but that can be the downfall of teams where they go, okay, let's just take a deep breath. Let's try to regain here as Nasty Diamond gets an unbelievable touch and fakes out Midget in his own net and buries another aerial play home for the Blizzard.
Dude, able to get that nice little read and able to, instead of sending it directly at the net, able to catch Midget off guard and able to go for the bounce shot, able to put it just to the bottom right, getting a little bit of a bounce as it goes into the net and giving the Blizzard the early lead.
Yeah, again, if you're Midget, you gotta have some momentum here to make these saves. You're not gonna be able to cover the whole net if you're static. And Nasty Diamond, you know he can place the shot where he wants to. Omega with a bit of a miss here, but Venturi can't gather it up. A great save here by Midget. When he's moving, he's making the saves where he needs to. A little bit of a double commit out of the Rhinos here, but we're still going to have an opportunity. Venturi snuffs it out. Nasty clears it downfield, so we're going the other way. Nasty's going to get a pass out of the corner. Is Venturi there? He's not. He's opting for the solo play, but cleared out again by the Rhinos. And Omega with an unbelievable touch is just going to go straight towards the net. He wins the 50. It's in.
What a 50 indeed coming out from Omega. I don't even know what that was at 50. It looked like he just got it. I think it was Nasty beat just barely and able to tip it just over him, able to send it in. And Omega proving once again that he has that great groundwork capability. He may not need to be in the air that much, but he is extremely dangerous when it comes to the ground.
Yeah, and that was an extremely dangerous play by the Rhinos there. You have Midget going for a big centering pass up in the air there, and he's got too much momentum going forward. And Omega opts to dive on it too. You get one mistouch or even a miss on that play, and it's going back the other way into your net. You have to be careful when you're on match point here. It's tied up, but you have to play your cards right in these championship matches and while you're on match point. And Omega with a great shot, but Venturi with a better save. He gets a piece of Nasty on the way out. He's going to turn with the boost here. Midget looking for somebody or something. Doesn't get it, so he's going to opt to retreat. It's 1v1 going the other way. Nasty versus Midget. We've seen it before, and we've seen both players come out on top. But Midget wins this one. Venturi's going to collect. Omega with another great 50 here as we just go back and forth, Grant.
Yeah, kind of starting to, the game's kind of slowed down, but as we say that, the tables have turned in favor of the Blizzard with that great play coming out from Nasty, able to give it to himself just off the corner, putting it mid. Midget just barely misses the ball, but it gave Nasty an open net for the Blizzard to increase their lead. And for the Blizzard right now, this is what they need. With the Rhinos being on match point, they're in that position. They need to win this game to take us to Game 7, but Nasty's goal off the corner is responded with this great pass from Midget over into the middle, off the backboard to Omega, who's able to put it into the bottom left, out of reach of both Blizzards.
Yeah, if you're Omega there, you bury that home for your boy, you bury that home for your partner. That's just a teammate play there. You have to look at Midget after he gets that unfortunate miss on his back wall and go, hey, man, you know what? Go next. It's an unfortunate play. And they, off the face-off, Midget gets an unbelievable pass, and Omega says, I got your back, buddy. I'm burying this home for you. So here we go. We're 2-2 again. Omega playing for the possession play here. Midget with the unfortunate spawn on close side. It's going to be an awkward ball in the middle, and Venturi's the only one with boost here. It's a demo on the back line. Omega just looking for any sort of pad. It's a pass out the center. Midget to Venturi, but Omega the zero boost save. Another shot. It's off the crossbar and out. Nasty going to steal another boost here. It's Nasty in the air with a full tank of boost. Goes for the flip reset. Gets it over one. Can't get it over two because the crossbar, the defender of the Rhinos game right now, is there again. Omega gets the 50, but Venturi plays the slow here. Midget off the back wall. They're going to opt for some control here. The Blizzard on the retreat, but Nasty's there to get another great pestering 50 to the middle. Omega with enough boost to get it out. We're going back to a game of ping pong. Venturi's just going to get 50 again back to his own wall with another miss. It's a great, we're seeing a lot of ping pong. Neither of these teams want to falter here. Oh, and as I say that, Omega, he gets the touch he needs and just direct it back to net. Venturi with a little bit too much momentum going forward here. Gets a little bit too far forward, and just great placement there by Omega Blaze.
He had a great pop, especially coming from Omega. Was able to turn just enough to pop it up directly in front of the net. Omega was almost out of position, but had enough boost, able to turn his car into the ball a bit more, able to get that slight air roll to get more to the right side of the ball, and able to bury it into the right side. Was able just to tap the post, and it goes into the net. Now the Rhinos have the lead. There's just about a minute left. And right now, the Rhinos want this with them being on match point. Nasty, zero boost, isn't able to really do that much. They know they're in a dangerous spot right now. Nasty able to get the clear, but Omega able to beat Nasty to that mid boost. But Nasty still able to get that 50, met by Omega. Omega able to get the corner, tries to get control, isn't able to get it out all the way though. With Venturi able to get the touch, able to put it into the corner. Blizzard right now trying to get control, trying to build that offensive pressure up once again. But as I say that, Omega able to get a great demo, kind of slowing the pace down of the Blizzards. But Nasty doesn't really mind that at this moment. Is able to get the clear down into the Rhinos half. Venturi able to do the same. But Midget able to get a boom, might be dangerous. But Nasty able to get up in time, able to put it into their corner.
Yeah, it's 22 seconds on the clock. The Blizzard are playing for their season now. They're getting the pressure they need. Venturi with an unbelievable dive. You can tell these teams are throwing the house right now. Venturi going for the mind games. Gets up for one. Gets it off the backboard. Nasty's there, but Omega, stalwart on the goal line, makes an unbelievable stop. And here we go again. The Blizzard with one more opportunity. Omega with another great save. And Midget's going to kill the ball, and the Rhinos, your AL2 champions.
What a great game, as well as a series coming out from both teams. But Omega on the goal line, able to block and able to get that 50 of Nasty. That goal would have taken us into overtime, but Omega able to be a wall, make sure that they weren't able to score and able to clear it out. Just great plays coming out from both teams here, even though the Blizzards didn't win that many games as they wanted to. They were able to take away, I think it was about 2 games. But even in the long run, they were able to be there. Just great plays coming out from both teams, especially Nasty and Omega. But with the Rhinos coming out on top.
Let's give our hats off to the Blizzard, who came up short in this championship match against the Rhinos. Again, you're absolutely right. They take 2 games off the Rhinos. The Rhinos take the 4. They take the championship. So again, everybody hats off to the Blizzard. But tonight's night is, or AL2s, is the Rhinos. Omega Blaze and Midget, your new AL2s champions. And again, we're going up the ladder tonight. We're going to the Champions League next. So we will see you there after this break for another rousing MLE series.